Hey everybody, welcome to the Council of Reeds. I'm Dylan, joined by Jason.
G'day.
Fommy.
Hey.
Nitin.
Hello.
And Dave.
Whose butt is beginning to have trouble fitting into this ladder, so I will need a new ladder.
I'm not buying you a new ladder.
You should get a new butt.
New butt.
New butt.
New butt.
Priority 1, new butt.
This is the best ladder we ever had. I've only fallen off it like twice.
And still managed to hold you up, so it's pretty sturdy.
Okay, this week, due to some flight delays, we didn't get our comics on time. So yes, at the time of this recording, we don't have any new comics to talk about. Hopefully by the time
See
this
you later.
episode...
Oh, sorry.
Yes. Hopefully by the time this episode airs, everything is on the shelf. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out on Facebook and Instagram.
Indeed.
What we have planned instead is a 2021 roundup. We're going to go around and talk about our favorite top comics, artists, writers, and
Stuff.
other stuff.
We have a top 30 list for everything, so we will be here for the next
Buckle
7
in.
hours. So strap in, get a couple of coffees, a couple of monsters. No, we wouldn't do that to you.
Okay, then of course, as usual, we've got the latest episode of Hawkeye to talk about. Dave's extremely questionable film Flashback.
Oh, mate.
Double trouble.
No,
It's getting yelled at.
Okay, yeah, we'll get to that.
Okay.
One more pick like that and you'll get replaced.
No, but just, I think this week it's a...
No.
I got people lining up.
This week it's a movie flashback, because that wasn't a film. That was a movie. But anyway.
Okay. So, we're going to kick it off with our top 3
Yes.
Get my parchment.
of 2021. We've
Yes.
got 8 categories.
Yep. So we all picked 3 in each category?
Yes.
3-ish.
Yeah.
Three
Yeah,
is-
yeah, yeah,
With
yeah.
3 with some honourable mentions.
Yes.
Or no,
Or
picks
less.
in some.
So we're starting.
Or less, yes.
Yes.
We're
Or
starting
so-
with, with best voyeur film, right?
Well, yeah, no.
Okay.
I thought, I would probably
That's
go
a different list, Dave.
Dave in the shower.
Wrong
14th,
list,
14th
wrong
of
list.
April was pretty good.
Oh, you subscribe to my Patreon. Okay.
Okay, we probably should have organised this
OnlyFans.
better.
No, why start now, Dylan? Come on.
What do we
Ever.
Organised is not going to
Alright,
make
well,
it better.
we're all...
Yeah,
I
but
don't
what
need
we,
the paper.
what we
We're a
started
comic
with?
shop, so why don't we start with best ongoing
Yes.
comic?
Yeah.
Best ongoing.
It's at the bottom of your list, isn't it? You know you got to find it.
You went back.
No, I got it. He's going first.
Alright.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
no,
people
I'll go
have-
first.
he owns the place, so he better...
I'll go
yeah.
first. Alright. For myself, number 1, I picked Crossover. It's just the most comic booky comic going around. It's ongoing, but maybe not quite monthly. But that's okay, because it's good. Talked about it on here pretty much every time there's a new issue. It's just my favourite comic at the moment. It's just so different, so comic booky, so different, but so good.
Yeah.
My number 2, Immortal Hulk. The most consistent comic, not only of this year, but arguably of the last probably 4 or 5 years. Like, it got a little weird at times, but always good. Immortal Hulk, for sure. Number 3, this was a bit hard to pick, but I finally settled on Avengers. I wasn't sure because it had a bit of break with some minis and stuff, but it's just the most superhero book I'm reading that I'm enjoying the most. Like, it's just the Avengers fighting other super teams, and it's just old school type of superhero action. That's what I want out of my comics. So they're my top 3.
Excellent.
Next.
Okay, yeah, I'll jump in. So... I think we're going to have a few double ups
Oh, for sure.
for different things. So I'll start off with Immortal Hulk again. Consistent. Real shame with what happened in the background, because I would love to see that artist do more, but it is what it is. Great to see the writer now doing Venom, so that's really good. But yeah, that book, it's got... It just had everything, like the grim storyline, the Psalms at the start from the Bible, from different religious texts, and the whole Green Door, just the levels it went to was just so crazy, and it's just a monster story. It was such a good horror monster
For
story.
a mainstream Marvel book too, like
So many elements from awesome 80s horror movies, and just really bringing in interesting stories for all the different characters as well. I think is what, like, the stuff they did with what they did to poor Rick Jones. Like, goddamn, that kid's been through some shit, but what they did to him in this was next
It
level.
was kind of gross.
It was gross as hell.
Samson's,
But,
like,
and then
you're right.
the Samson stuff was, and that's going to get an honourable mention in minis because Gamma Flight, wow, like the stuff that was all involved in that. So also Avengers, everything that Jay said about that, but also just the team up of those. I know there's been a few different artists, but the team up of Jason Aaron and McGuinness with those characters, and we didn't mention it the other week, that Venom 2 that came out, there was a McGuinness variant that was one of them. If we're talking about most disappointments, to know that I'm gonna get Ed McGuinness Venom variant, and then to get what
it sounds like a home run, right?
100%, and then to see what it ended up being.
Like, did he knock that out in 5 minutes?
Oh, it's so sad. I wish he spent 5 minutes on it. We wouldn't have got that. Very disappointing. And look at that segue. Venom was my other top, whether it be the end of this one or the start of this.
Take your pick.
I don't give a damn.
What a joke.
Hey, it was number 3.
But yeah, it was no. There's no numbers in this. This is just my top 3
Fair
in no sequential order. Couple of honourable mentions. Crossover. Stillwater. Got a couple of trades of that. That's been really, really cool. Ultra Mega. That is an ongoing, supposedly.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're waiting for number 6.
You'll get it one day.
We'll get it one day.
Just put it in the Battle Chasers pile.
Oh, you son of a... After the movie you picked, and then you give me that, Dave. Jesus, your ice is thinning. Yes, please.
Mine is no particular order either.
Damn straight. I can see 1, 2, 3 though.
Yeah, well, that's just the way I listed it.
Should use dots.
I wrote Noctera just because I didn't have a lot of minis on my card, and the ones I do
Ongoings.
ongoings on my card, and the ones I do I don't actually read just because I'm so behind. Just because I'm so behind.
Oh shit.
Just because I'm so behind. That's the
I
only
know the
reason.
feeling.
I
Yeah.
know the feeling.
So Noctera, which is an ongoing, which is what I read. It was good. I liked it. I like the story where it's going. I've got Crossover.
Yep.
I'm reading a trades, but it's an ongoing.
Yep.
And Geiger, which is an ongoing as well.
Yep.
Yes.
And it's Jeff Johns, and
Yep.
it's Gary Frank, and it looked great.
Oh,
The story
it was really good.
is fantastic.
Look at that. Independence, ahoy.
Well,
I like it.
I only got 2
because you're so far behind on your
ongoings.
stuff.
Yes. Yeah, that's my top 3 ongoings for the year.
Cool. Yeah, my 3's been talked about. So Geiger,
Yep.
Immortal Hulk, and Crossover. So
Yep.
Jeff Johns is Killzone Geiger.
Yeah, no, Geiger's great.
Yeah, Jeff Johns is one of my favourite artists of all.
Can't wait to see where that goes when it comes back,
Writers.
sort of
Yeah.
thing, because it's just getting even more interesting.
And there's that Junkyard Bill
Yeah.
one shot coming out soon.
Junkyard
Grab
Joe.
the,
Joe.
grab the trade of that and check it out because I never picked it up. You guys
And they're cheap as well because it's image, isn't it?
Yeah, for
Yeah, that first one was.
Yeah, pick it
it's
up,
like-
man. It's really good.
10 US or something.
Yeah, Geiger's on my list.
Yep.
Yeah, I loved how, like, it was post-apocalyptic, but it was also superhero-y. Kind of that,
Yeah.
a bit of that old school, like, image vibe to it.
Yes.
Where it's like superhero and there's potentially a universe. Gary Frank,
He's just a
Gary Frank
very
is-
consistent artist.
great.
Like, he hasn't really deviated from his style.
No,
He's always been great. Always on time for the most part.
and there's nothing. Oh, well,
For the most part.
I don't know about that.
Was Doomsday Clock?
Yeah,
For the most part.
took 3 years to do
Yes,
12
but-
issues, bro.
Especially when someone's got a clock on it. Like you can see time's ticking and it's still taking.
Buy a monthly and he couldn't eat it.
Next one I picked, it was weird because this kind of felt like a mini because the series ended. But Batman Superman.
Yep.
Ivan Reis did the art on that, and that was the arc that was like super, like movie serial
Yeah,
inspired with the film reels
Them
and stuff.
switching Earths
Yeah.
and stuff, that was really good.
I loved that.
Ivan
Loved
Reis too, bro. Man.
Yeah. And lastly, kind of an honorable mention because I just really appreciate it when a writer tries to do something different. Superman, Son of Kal-El.
Yep.
That's been getting a lot of flack everywhere, but I like that he's doing something different with John, trying to make him different from Clark.
I don't want just a younger version of Superman.
Exactly.
That's, like, we've been there, done that.
I think that's. I don't interrupt, but I think that's also been hurt. If they'd done that in 1998, it would have been, it's just a story and thing. But because that whole craziness of everything that's going on at the moment, that's why it's been perpetuated. And then you've got one side hating it and one side having stupid comments about it. And yeah, that could, if that was even 5 years ago, it would have been okay. Yeah, it is what it is.
And DC themselves made a big deal out of it. You know? They came out and
they
announced
really,
it.
really did.
Starting from issue 5, it doesn't have the Superman logo on the corner, it has the Pride logo.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the cover for the annual that was meant to come out, I think it captures what I'm most excited for going forward. It's John, he's sitting at Lex Luthor's desk, he's got his hands up, he's got his legs up on the desk, and Lex is just standing there, like, staring at him. And I'm really excited to read that.
Oh, for sure.
Because it'll be different. It won't just be Clark being nice. To Lex. It'll be this kid.
Because he's from a different time.
Yeah.
So one of our customers the other day just picked it up because she never read any Superman, but she likes Super Sons, and so she checked it out.
Awesome.
And yeah, she was like, I really like how he's doing different socially sort of issues and stuff, and different. And like, and I'm like, yeah, it'd be interesting how it handles when he realizes he can't fix all these things. Which I think is going to be a very interesting storyline for him.
Yeah.
Because you can't just because you're strong. Yeah, no, it's good. It's different.
Okay.
All right, next round.
You want to go best mini?
Keep going.
Yeah, we'll go minis.
Best minis.
Number one for me, which I'm sure is probably on at least 4 or 5 of these lists, I think. Better Ray Bill. I love Better Ray Bill. He's a great character. But this mini-series, it had everything you wanted. It was so fun. The art was amazing. But it had so much emotion, so much heart. Daniel Warren Johnson just nailed it. Just... Yes, best mini of the year for me, for sure. By far. Number 2, Heroes Reborn. When that was coming out, I was loving Heroes Reborn. The... not only just the DC rip-offs and stuff, but it's tying in the Marvel history as well with that. And Heroes Reborn. Yeah, the mini was great. And then I bought all the one-shots. And they were all good.
They were.
Some were better than others, but there was not a dud. Not a dud. So that was pretty good. Third one, it's a bit hard to think. So I went Kang, because Kang is one of my favourite things going on at the moment. Yeah. It's amazing. We talked about it every week as well, lately, so I don't need to go too much. I'm sure the other people might have to talk about it as well. But Kang's great. I don't know what's going on, but it's great.
That seems to be a recurring theme
Yes.
for our favourite books, right?
Yeah, well, that's what you want, right? I don't want everything to be spoon-fed to me.
Absolutely.
Well, we've been reading, like, we're not intellectual, but we've been reading for so long.
Speak for yourself, so.
No, you're not. we see the tropes, and you see where they're trying to get. Unfortunately, even you see when you're watching normal television, like you can see where this is going to go. You see what they're building up, where the heel turn's going to happen, and different things like that. So when things are coming left to center, and you're surprised, and you're also enjoying really good art at the same time, it's
not surprised
excellent.
for surprise sake.
No, that's right. Yeah, surprised for good writing's sake. Better Ray Bill for me as well. The writer/artist is on fire, so that was a beautiful book. But they just also had the heart that I've come to get from him, from everything I've read of his so far. So that was really, really good.
Like that page with Sif and him is one of the best 2 pages I've read in comics all year.
Yeah.
Just you could feel it.
Yeah.
Sif, you bitch.
Extreme Carnage, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
There was some really cool stuff that came out of that. I also have to put in Heroes Reborn. That was a really, really cool part of the mini. Got some honourable mentions of actually a couple that are still going. I'm really enjoying May's book.
Yep.
Primordial, I'm really enjoying Echolands. Echolands almost made my top 3 because it's just so different. It's just so crazy, and again the writer-artist is doing so good. A couple of others are there's still Gamma Flight I mentioned earlier. Dark Age and Defenders. Please give me some more Defenders. And
This week?
Oh yay!
Well, no, tomorrow.
Well,
Week.
but
Second part
this week at some point this week. Excellent.
Maybe.
So that was real. They're probably definitely all there. And there's a couple others too, but too many to mention. Kang as well, but there's too many to mention. There's been some. I noticed we were just talking about before the pod, like how many ongoings I've got against how many minis and different independent books that I've been picking up recently, and it's definitely taking over because you're looking for those differences. You're looking for something.
And you get the story.
Yes.
Just done. Here's the story.
Yeah.
Wrapped up.
So I got Kang as well?
Yep.
Well, I just added Kang because I forgot about Kang.
Yep.
It was on my other list, but then I forgot to email it to myself.
Yes.
Better Ray Bill.
Yep.
Awesome book. Daniel Warren Johnson rules.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got Ultra Mega as a mini.
Yep.
it's ongoing, but if we don't want to count it as a mini, Echo
That's fine.
Lands.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Otherwise, Echo Lands, it's an honorable mention.
Yep.
Echo Lands. They're all great.
Yeah.
I'm mainly reading minis at the moment because,
Yeah.
and they're all really good.
I want to put Thing there. It's only one issue though.
Yeah. Well, Dark Knights of Steel, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
you can't put something with one issue.
Yeah, well, Imposter, Batman
Yeah.
Imposter's been
Oh.
great. Like, there's been so many good. Yeah. We'll get to those for more, Dave.
So my one, they're still all ongoing. So Superman 78.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, it just brings you back.
Superman 79, yeah.
Yeah, no,
I'm not going to get
absolutely.
an argument here for it.
Yeah,
I
just
think,
fine.
that was on my honorable mentions in the other list.
Definitely me, Maze Book.
Yep.
Yep. And then Dark Ages. Because
Yep.
I miss the whole alternate sort of universe and just...
No, Dark Ages is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all
Yeah, it
great.
is the closest to like Ultimate like universe for.
Yeah, like
Marvel,
it
isn't
sort of
it?
brings
Yeah.
me back to like Age of Apocalypse almost.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Totally.
And those are my three.
No, good three, Dave. Good
Yep.
three.
Alrighty.
Pick something good this week.
Yeah, you only took Sunday at 5:30. Oh, spoilers. When we're
Beta Ray Bill was the number one mini
Yeah.
for me.
Oh, just copy us all, Dylan. Jesus.
Get used to it. When we get to best writer and best
hey,
artist.
hey, good taste is good taste, mate. You know,
Yeah,
it is what it
absolutely.
is.
Yeah, man. Daniel Warren Johnson, every book that he puts out, heavy metal, heart, and crazy action. Wrestling.
Yeah.
Let's not forget the wrestling.
That's one of my favourite bits, picking out which movie you put in the...
Oh, and crosscuts of.
Oh, he loves the crosscut.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cross
yes,
sections. Cross
yes.
sections. Sorry, good book.
Man, I loved cross sections as a kid. I had the Star Wars
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
those.
Bloody hell.
Second, Vinyl from Image.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That book, yeah, about
good
the
choice.
serial
Is that-
killer Avengers.
Is that traded?
Yeah, it was about
Not yet.
good.
Not yet, but yeah, it's
Well,
incredible.
One more to go?
Yeah, okay.
Single issue?
Maybe one more to go,
Yeah, I think
if
one
not
more.
done already.
Cool.
And third, Berserker.
Mm.
I really loved Berserker, and just how it was written. It wasn't overwritten.
Nice.
Is that a mini?
Yeah, 12-parter, I think they find.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Pet peeve of mine, especially in comic books, when the writer narrates too much. Describes too much.
Yeah, we had Dave complain about that the other week. He was getting confused. There's too many,
Todd
too many
McFarlane.
words in the panel.
Tom McFarlane, I'm looking at you.
That's more art direction in the panel, though, isn't it?
They just included it in the print.
No, Berserker's great.
Yeah.
For a book that I thought was going to just be hype.
Yeah.
Me too, yeah.
Right?
Because, with Reeves
Yeah.
on the cover, you thought it was just going to be...
Yeah.
And even when you read the
Fluff.
synopsis, you're like, okay,
Yeah.
whatever. Cool, Mortal Warrior, dude.
It's just a
Wolverine,
a
John Wick, whatever.
like a fancy storyboard.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's so good,
Yeah, easily one of my favourite books this year.
for sure.
Okay.
Alright.
We're going to go on to best writer-artist.
Yeah, might as well.
Is it the whole
on
thing?
track. Writer for me, well, I might not have had any of his books actually in my top list, but just for the amount of output, and variety, Jeff Lemire. Like,
Yeah, man. He's
three of
been
my favourite books at the moment are his minis.
just churning stuff
Not
out.
to mention that he's got all his Black Hammer stuff. The man's just a beast. And like variety of stuff. Like May's book to Batman Imposter, totally different type of stuff.
Oh, Batman Robin?
Batman, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
yes. Sorry.
Robin and Batman.
Right, yes, yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
Excuse me.
Give the kiddies Jews.
Number 2, Donny Cates, same thing, crossover was my favourite book of the year, so I thought he had to get a run. His Thor, I have a bit of some arcs I love, some arcs I don't love, but that Don Blake arc was amazing. And number 3, Tom Taylor. At the moment, the 2 books I'm probably hanging the most for is issue 2 of Dark Knights of Steel and the next Dark Ages. I didn't put them on my mini list because I was like, they're a bit newish for me, but can't wait for them. Plus, his Nightwing's been a great run. He's doing some good stuff for Superman, so Tom Taylor.
Nice.
For me.
Yeah, so I think you looked at my list.
I thought there'd be some similarities.
So yeah, Jeff Lemire for everything Joff just said, and then on top of that, going back and reading some Ascender, and what else have I read of his? Yeah, everything else. Yeah, I can't say any more than what you said about Jeff Lemire. General Warren Johnson, same because. Oh, sorry, you didn't have General Warren Johnson. So General Warren Johnson. I know it was only Better Ray Bill this year, but because of that and the tail end of Wonder Woman Dead Earth, I then went on a deep dive and got very, very emotional finishing Murder Falcon. And that's got to be, I know it's not, but that's probably the book of the year for me, almost, to be honest. So yeah, everything that guy's done this year, just keep kicking goals, bro. Then Donny Cates, not for the same reason as Jay, from a Venom perspective. It's probably the best Venom run that Venom's ever had. It finally brought everything together in regards of where the symbiotes actually came from and what the symbiote, because it'd been different composites through different periods, and they tried to do some stuff with Space Knight, but Cates brought it all together and brought it all together beautifully. Actually, back to minis for a sec, just a couple other honorable mentions were the King in Black tie-ins. There's a couple of those that were absolute trash, but there are a couple of those that were amazing, where there was the Thunderbolts that Kingpin brought together that just were so happy if they all died and did not give a shit about it. And I think they're actually going to come back in another one.
Devil's Reign stuff.
The Devil's Reign stuff, which I was really, really happy to see. So, yeah, everything that Case did this year, I was really happy with. And keen to read a little bit more of his, what's the vampire one? Redneck.
Oh, yeah.
I'm keen to read some more of that, because I read that story from Skybound, where it was him back in the 80s doing blood and heroin with Guns N' Roses. It was sensational, so I wouldn't mind reading some more of that, honourable mention, Chip Zdarsky.
He's so close to making the
Stillwater, really enjoyed, and lot of other things that I can't think off the top of my head. Jed McKay is also honourable mention for his Carnage stuff, and Moon Knight's been good. That's all I can think off the top of my list. I did this list just before because I've been.
You have a lot for something you just did.
I know.
I've been in Victoria all week, and
way more effort
for
than us.
a top three.
It took us like all week to do
I
this.
love lists, so I go to work. I work best under pressure. That's why I'm such a diamond. Go for it.
Okay. Daniel Warren Johnson.
Yep.
So much good.
So much good.
So much good.
So much good.
So much good. So much heart. Which is great.
Oh, well, that's it. Half the pods this year we've talked about him.
Because he's good.
Yeah.
He's worth it.
100%.
Jeff Lemire.
Yep.
Just because.
Oh yeah, Daniel Johnson.
book,
Extremity.
Primordial.
Sorry, that was also awesome. So
I read
bad.
Extremity. So good.
So
it didn't
good.
come out this year, but
Yeah.
just so much heart, so much violence, and so much heart, which works so well together. Jeff Lemire. He just writes a good book.
Yeah.
It really does.
It's not hard to. Well, it is hard to write a good book, but he just seems to do it
At ease.
at ease. Yeah. And Donny Cates for crossover, just because crossover rules.
Yeah. Well,
I think it's the only thing of Donny Cates I read, but it rules so hard that I got to put him in.
yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah. I would never have thought my number one book would not be a Marvel book, to be honest.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, but that's how good crossover is.
Yeah.
And not for everybody, I can understand.
Yeah.
But, so good. David?
We're doing writers, yes. So Jeff Lemire,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
number one, obviously, because so versatile, so different.
He's got me buying DC.
Jeff Johns number two.
Yep.
Because he is solid wherever he goes.
Always.
Sure, he hasn't written much.
No, I think
in the
Geiger's
past,
the only
but-
thing he's written this year.
Yeah,
I think.
but just solid
Yeah.
storytelling.
But yeah,
sure.
it was a good book.
And then Tom Taylor.
Yep.
Give the man an open plateau and he could.
Yeah.
That's where he excels.
Yeah.
That's where he
Definitely,
goes
man,
hard.
definitely.
So,
Because even like his ongoing books at DC, Nightwing, they've pretty much like, man, don't worry about what's going on with the rest of the Bat family. Like, you just do your thing.
yeah.
Yeah. And it's
If he has free reign, he's
Working.
so.
He's
much
Australian, right?
great.
yes.
Yeah. So, also Australian.
Yeah.
Because I'm like always confused. Tom Taylor or Tom King? Which
No,
one?
One's Australian and one's
Yeah, no. I just
Spy.
What?
I love that. I'm trying to do it silently, and everyone's attention. It's like bloody children.
It's simple.
Thank you.
But you're not subtle about it.
Yeah.
Well, subtle as I can be.
Yeah, so those are my three.
Yeah. Nah.
Sweet.
Good three.
Okay, number one. Surprise, surprise, Daniel Warren Johnson. Because his writing is just special, right? Like,
Yes.
I would, if he was just writing a book, I would go.
Yeah.
Because, man, his writing is just great.
Yes.
Tom Taylor,
Yep.
Dark Knight of Steel.
That
You
one
got-
issue and you're like sold, right?
Yeah, you got me. Medieval Superman.
To be honest, first page, when it's the free land, you're like, oh,
Yeah,
oh.
exactly. Like, it's not just the Elseworldsness of it being medieval fantasy.
Oh, like,
also-
this was a Dylan Wet Dream. As soon as it was announced.
He also did something different with Jor-El
Yeah.
and the parents.
Superman with knights? Oh,
He's got a
Dylan,
sword.
this is for you.
Well, then, but
It's dedicated, like
it's
the
his-
dedication is to Dylan.
It's not his MO, but it's what he does well. Because you look at Dark Ages for Marvel,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
the same kind of thing. It's
And-
everything's back to
Yes,
essentially
yes.
medieval times. They're a bit more, I guess, steampunk. I guess is probably closer.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's awesome.
And third, Keanu Reeves and Matt Kint.
Hmm?
Because I just really loved how they wrote Berserker.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Especially, the writing is your favourite thing about it, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Like Ron Garney's art is good.
it is incredible.
Yeah.
But man, it's a
The
powerful book.
sparseness of the writing.
Yeah, it takes good writing to know, like, how much too much,
Yep.
and when nothing.
You're
is-
still going to write the scene, though.
Exactly.
Even if there's no
Yeah.
dialogue, you still have to write what's happening in this scene.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure. Yes. All right. Artists.
Artists.
Artist.
Number one for me, Joe Bennett. We might not get much work out of him anytime soon, but every month Immortal Hulk would come out, and I couldn't wait to flick through it and see which crazy double-page spread I was going to get.
Yeah,
this month.
there'd be a page
You
in
know?
every issue that's just like, what?
Ah, look at this, just body horror, just blah, and amazing. And like, very few fill-ins. 50 issues, he hit it pretty, like the book was never late. The last issue, they gave it an extra month off, but he drew like 80 pages. 80 pages! And he's got a lot of detail, a lot of yeah, for sure. Number two, Daniel Warren Johnson.
There's not much to say more about him.
His art.
Oh.
His art is it's
Sorry?
ugly beautiful.
It's frenetic. It's
So
dynamic.
much energy.
It's very energetic. It's just raw.
It's but with the scratching. Like
And
I
it's got motion to it.
think
Yeah.
he's got a very
Flows.
Kirby feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of it just pops off the page like that. The Fing Fam Foom.
Yeah.
Like it just his art just.
Yeah.
But
it's
at the same
great.
time, ugly, but a beautiful ugly.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
No,
I get it.
Sure. Number three, O.S. Stegman. He's run on Venom and into King of Black. He does one of the best Spidey and Venom ever. So good. So good. Can't say enough. Like, he's a guy that, from the get-go, he was doing the McFarlane rip-off on, like, Spidey 2099 or whatever it was at first. And he just does Spidey characters great. When he went to Avengers, it wasn't so good. But, yeah, Stegman, sure.
All right, well, I need to say someone different to start. So we've got Ed McGuinness. Everything he's been doing on Avengers has
Yep.
been awesome, except that Venom variant. But yeah, I'm just his what he's been able to do with how their overpowered She-Hulk, Thor's chin, Panther. His Panther is just sleek. It is excellent.
For a dude that draws bulky.
Yes.
Yes.
His Gorilla Man.
Yeah.
I love his Gorilla Man. His Ursa Major. Just the bulk, the everything about it. His work on Heroes Reborn for Hyperion and like I can't remember his name. The dude with the diamond.
Dr. Spectrum.
Dr. Spectrum. Not that it matters anymore. Spoilers. Yeah, Ed McGuinness definitely up there. Daniel Warren Johnson again. Nothing more really needs to be said except yeah, we already said cross sections. Yeah, no, I don't think anything more. If I do, I'll come back to it. The other one is Stegman as well for his Venom work. Again, it's the best Venom's been written, but also the best Venom's looked. The creation of and the look of Null was excellent.
Yep.
The big teethy grin, the Venom dragons were phenomenal. Everything around that.
Wings! They've given symbiote wings!
Thanks for stealing me thunder.
Sorry.
That was me Concerto, but yes, the wings. Venom with wings. It took so damn long to go. I can do anything with this goo. Wings.
Yeah, why do I have to swing around?
Oh,
Well,
and
have
now
wings.
and then then we saw in Extreme Carnage, Scream with it, any Venom with it. It looked excellent.
Because the other ones realized we can do this.
Yeah. Does it make sense?
So that's my 3 honorable mentions. J.H. Williams for Echo Lands. That guy's just ridiculous. Come in store and just have a flick through one of those books. It'll stand out straight away because you think it's the wrong way around. But yeah, it is just a non-stop action ride. Stokey, Joe Bennett, high mention. He almost made the 3, but I knew there was going to be more double ups anyway. And Jeff Lemire, Jeff Lemire, the style and work that he's done in May's book kind of gives. I know he can draw. He's a good artist, but it gives people, I think, hope that aren't good artists that you don't need to be. No. I'm trying to say this in a right. You don't need to be a perfect Ed McGuinness style of superheroes.
Yeah.
Different styles of art
Right.
and different sketching and different things like that still work beautifully.
And I think that art style on May's book works with how the story is
100%
going.
too. And yeah, that whole sketchy look. It doesn't need to be perfect. It can be ugly,
That's right.
beautiful. It
Yeah.
can be those different
Talent's still
styles.
there.
The talent's still there in both ways. That was what I wanted to mention with Daniel Warren Johnson because we've mentioned it. One last thing. I have hated Deadpool for years. And the red, black and white Deadpool story that Daniel Warren Johnson did had more heart in it than... Because I used to love Deadpool. When Daniel Way was writing Deadpool, I used to love it. When he actually had split personalities, he just wasn't a dick. It was great. But yeah, that story about him trying to figure out what to do in a Deadpool story, and Deadpool's talking about what did it mean to you as a kid, and then went back in about him buying his first comic. It's freaking awesome. Daniel Warren Johnson, you're awesome, bro. So that's enough of me with my artists. Nitin.
Chimma food.
Oh no!
What?
Really, I know.
What is this?
It's a shock.
I owe myself
Yeah.
$1.
The world is coming to an end.
It's a shock. I think I would have picked him if he.
I was gonna say if Girls hasn't even come out,
I would have just picked
It's
him.
like his Instagram sketches.
I bought a mini zine off him from his website this year. That counts.
Of course you did.
Daniel Warren Johnson, of
Yep.
course, and J.H. Williams III.
Yep.
Just because
Yeah, because...
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of the best looking books on the stands.
it's just the variety
versatility,
of art that he's putting on the page.
in a page.
Our page.
Right? Not even just the...
Like, even the layouts
Yeah.
that he's doing, how it flows and moves the story along. Every character is a different art style and different color. It's just such a great artist. And, I loved him before when he was in Promethea and... What else did he do? Anyway, from
Batwoman.
Promethea, be a Batwoman.
Yeah, that one stuff's great.
Yeah.
Just reading this book, it's like... In the background of my head, it's just so fast and action-packed. It's like that heavy metal from the heavy metal cartoon, that heavy metal highway. Just as you're reading it, because it's just freaking non-stop. So good. Sorry.
Lego, Jeff Lemire,
Yep.
because May's book hit more than his art hit in May's book a lot more than the other artists when he was writing. And what was the second one? Wait.
No, I don't
Yeah,
know.
you
May's book wouldn't be the same if it
Someone-
had more
yeah.
standard
If I had,
comic art.
someone else,
It's
all
Yeah.
his.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he knows what he was trying to convey
For
through
sure.
the art. Yeah.
Yeah, Darren Warren Johnson, obviously, but I won't go on because you guys
We-
already
yeah.
spent 20 minutes on it. And Joelle Jones,
Ooh.
Yeah.
work
Okay.
on Wonder Girl is great,
Yeah.
excellent.
That,
Yeah.
I think, they were my honorable mentions. as
There's
well.
some great Catwoman as well.
That Wonder Girl book is great.
Yeah.
It's just great. It just looks great, and the
Oh,
story's
the art's
great.
amazing.
Yeah.
Looking at it, I just wanted to I actually went and looked for original art.
Sure.
So didn't buy any because I'm poor and there wasn't any good ones. But yeah.
That's fair.
Fair
That's fair.
enough.
Dylan.
Okay, first one. Everyone want to say it with me?
Daniel
Warren Johnson.
I was just say, besides Daniel Warren Johnson, who else is on your list?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Ed McGuinness.
Yeah, but why?
Do I need to repeat? I'll just play the podcast back. Ed McGuinness.
Yep.
Because Heroes Return, and just I wasn't reading Avengers, but just seeing his art in Avengers made me want to buy it because classic superhero comic book. That's what it looks like.
That and the prehistoric Avengers stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that overpowered Star Brand Hulk.
And some great designs.
The Ghost Rider on the Mammoth.
Yeah.
And, ah. Didn't get us.
Now he just draws.
Could have done such a good
I
video.
close my eyes. That's what you look at for Hulk. You know,
Mhm.
Yeah.
just big muscle. Rah.
Yeah.
Like Dale Keown.
I was just gonna say Dale.
And I had Bruno Redondo on there. He did some Action Comic stuff
Yep.
this year, and there's just something about his style that I dig.
Yeah.
He did I think Tom Taylor's Suicide
Yep,
Squad
yep.
as well, and it's just real crisp, real clean.
Yeah, it's very classic sort of style.
Very, yeah.
But with his own. Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to see him do more stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Agree.
Cool.
What are we going to get into now?
I'm gonna go with the list. Or
All right, let's go.
are we gonna do something else?
You want to continue through, or
Yeah.
okay.
Well,
Let's just
movies.
Movies?
let's go straight to
Movies.
film.
Yeah.
Alright, for me, it was hard to pick because this year, like, it felt like there wasn't movies, but there was, but there wasn't. It was just
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
So I tried to think, what movie did I enjoy going? I love going to cinemas, but we didn't really get that for a while. But what movie did I enjoy going to cinemas and just having a good time the most? And that was Godzilla vs Kong. Like that is just a blockbuster. Might not have been the greatest story in the world, but I seen a giant
lizard fight a giant monkey.
a giant monkey. Sold.
And then a
You-
robot.
Yeah, sold. Yeah, so good. Number 2, I thought I'd pick my favourite movie I watched at home, and that was Army of the Dead. Same thing, just stupid fun.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah. Check your
just-
brain at the
yeah,
door.
a zombie movie, but just a heist movie at the same time. Really fun. And number 3, this one's a bit different. I think technically I might be fudging this. I think it came out December last year, but it was close enough for me. It was the Bee Gees documentary, How to Mend a Broken Heart. I like a good documentary. I like my older school music. I went to watch that at the cinema actually, and I was probably the youngest person there by about 25 years. I'm sure they thought, I think he's walking to the wrong cinema, but it was great.
Yeah, I bought that straight after on your recommendation, and is excellent. So yeah,
Still haven't
could
watched
not
it
agree
yet. I've
more.
got it on my
Yep.
drive to watch.
Yeah.
So good.
Have you heard the Foo Fighters
Yes.
Bee Gees cover?
Yes.
Covers?
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds
Hail
good.
Satan? Hail Satin?
Yeah.
It's so good.
Better than the rest of the album. So Suicide Squad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wish I had seen that at the cinemas.
Oh,
Didn't get to.
right.
Nobody.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
really?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that movie. It was like Home Alone for adults.
Oh.
Because I don't know,
Oh.
did anyone see it?
No.
No. Was that this year?
Yeah, it's this year.
Okay.
Better Call Saul, Bob Odenkirk. Don't want to go too much into it, but yeah, it kind of sets up some good traps and I don't want to say, but yeah, highly recommend watch that one.
I might give that a look.
Judas and the Black Messiah. Really, really good movie about the
Fred Hampton.
FBI getting someone that's had some troubles going undercover to take down one of the leaders of the Black Panthers. And it was a really, really sad, true story that I don't think got enough recognition. So I definitely want to mention that. Other mentions were Kong, Pig. Nicolas Cage movie about Pig. That was pretty. Where he's Truffle Pig. That was really, really good. Wrath of Man was okay. No.
Cage movie.
Hey! I was going on a good Nicolas Cage bout at the start of this year.
There's nothing good about Nicolas Cage.
Hey! Respect, the Aretha Franklin movie. That was really, really cool too. We should have also had docos. Can we add docos?
No.
That's it. Those honorable mentions. Shut up.
Yeah,
Top
no,
3.
no,
Steamy.
no, that.
Okay. That's it then. Since Ninton's giving me the wind up,
No,
he's
no,
playing the
keep
music.
going.
No. You top 3.
All right, fair enough.
Top 3. Val. The doco Val was really bloody good
Ooh.
too. Sad but
Gotta
really
watch that
good.
yet.
And other mention was
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
And yes, it was Leave Your Brain at the Door, but there was some other.
There's some smart
What about
things.
the robot zombies and the
You're intrigued.
Yeah.
the breeding zombies
Yeah.
and bloody oath.
Was it Val?
Huh?
Val?
The doco.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer.
Okay.
It's on Amazon now.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah.
Highly recommend.
Godzilla vs. Kong?
Yep.
It's Godzilla.
Yep.
It's a giant monkey.
Yep.
It's a robot. You know?
Yeah. It's what cinema's for.
Yeah. Seriously. Like, if people wanted more, you were watching the wrong movie.
Oh,
It's a giant lizard fighting a giant monkey and then a robot.
but not just that. The whole Earth.
Hollow Earth.
Hollow
Just-
Earth,
yeah, that's
man.
so
All we
stupid,
needed was
so
a flat
great.
Earth. It would have been perfect.
The Suicide.
Drills with his
Yeah,
vomits.
the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Just a really fun superhero movie.
I never
Probably
would
the
have thought
best
he'd get
superhero movie we had this year so far.
Starro pulled off on a movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just
They did.
That was
and just the
crazy.
sadness. Like I was happy in space.
Yeah.
Now I'm dead.
Yeah.
Bastard.
And they made him creepy and scary.
Yeah.
Like a,
Bloody
Yes.
humans.
yeah.
Americans.
And Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah.
I'd love Mortal Kombat.
yeah.
It's like I love the old one.
Yep.
I love this one.
Yep.
This one's just more violent.
Yeah.
Yeah, an honorable mention
choice.
of Army of the Dead. 'Cause-
Yeah.
It's only 3.
No, you've had it. You don't have to talk, guys. V.
Oh, David and movies. Here we go.
Do you want me to go there?
Yes.
All right.
Let's go.
No.
Peter Rabbit 2.
Oh, it was better than the first one.
Space Jam, starring the greatest basketball player of all time,
Bill
LeBron
Murray.
James.
He won't fall out of it. He'll just fall with it because he's
That's
stuck.
my plan.
Yeah.
And Thunder Force.
What is Thunder Force?
the one you hated.
Oh, that was so bad. I watched that. That was
that
one
Melissa
of
McCarthy?
that was
Yeah.
one
Ah.
What's your real name?
No, I actually had the same as Nitin. So,
Yep.
yeah. MK,
Yep.
Suicide Squad,
Yep.
and Godzilla vs.
Yep.
Kong.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Yeah, well, like we were very sort of starved for cinema releases.
were
this year
limited.
because
Let's be honest. We have very similar tastes in
yeah,
most
yeah,
things.
yeah.
That's
To be
why we
honest.
tolerate each other.
That's
kind of.
right.
Kind of.
Good.
Keyword.
And also Liu Kang's like shoulders.
Yeah, Rip Liu Kang.
Yeah, Ripley.
Dylan?
My first was Dune.
Ooh.
Yeah, just visually, that movie is incredible.
Yeah.
Like, man,
So much stuff in the movie.
yeah, the detail in the visuals and stuff. Like, try not to say too much, but man,
Yeah, don't.
yeah, I was just like,
Yeah.
I was watching the movie, my jaw was on
Yep,
the floor
yep.
sometimes.
It's good effort in a mask.
Second, we'll talk more about this in a second, but Resident Evil.
What?
What?
Resident Evil!
Holy
Oh,
shitballs.
what?
No.
Wowzers.
Of the
Oh.
year.
Give us some tickets.
I had so much fun. I'm not going to say the movie's good.
Year.
Hey, we asked earlier. There's no one getting cubed, so it's not Resident Evil.
I had a great time. We'll talk about that
Yes.
soon.
Yes.
Wow.
And
I wouldn't say.
Maybe it's a
I would
short-term
say-
memory. So
Yeah.
Do you not remember the giant monkey fighting? Like
I didn't
the
watch
giant
that.
lizard?
haven't heard his third one yet.
if I watched
You
that,
haven't
I
watched
probably
that?
no.
You haven't seen
No.
Godzilla vs. Kong?
No,
Why do we talk to you?
because I work here.
Yeah, that's true. Someone's gonna
Someone's gonna run
computer.
this shit.
There's a bigger question that needs to be asked.
Next.
Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Almost redemption.
Cool.
Alright. Let's move on. TV shows.
TV.
Only did 3.
TV. For me, number 1, Sweet Tooth. Surprising for me. Like I didn't, I was like, oh yeah, the Jeff Lemire comic. I never read it, whatever.
Yeah.
And it was great. That kid was amazing. Really looking forward to a season 2.
Yep.
I don't think any of you watched it.
Yeah.
You have. There's the rest of bums.
It's on the list.
Sweet Tooth, recommend.
Honorable
Cannot
mention if
recommend
I'm
it
allowed
enough.
to say
So good. Number 2, Invincible. Now this one, I knew what I was hoping to get, and it delivered.
Oh.
In some ways, better than the comic.
Yeah.
Which, that's high
It's a
praise.
very-
It's a fantastic comic.
It's a surprise.
And they did it better.
Yeah.
Voice acting, man.
Yeah.
They went top shelf.
Yeah. Just the pacing and just so good. Adult animation at its best. And number 3, I was going to have something different, but it got the bump because then I remembered Ted Lasso. I watched season 1 and 2 this year, and
That's lucky because I think season 2 was a little bit. I think season 1 was better than season 2.
ooh, I don't know.
Heel turn at the end was good, but don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, but yeah.
I really like the heel turn.
Yeah.
Great show. Who would have thought a comedy show would be that heartwarming?
Awesome.
And that a comedy show about an American moving to England to be a soccer coach when he knows nothing about soccer would actually be entertaining. But there you go.
A 7-minute ESPN joke about them getting the FA Cup or whatever it was,
Right?
soccer,
It's an ad.
from 7 years ago to then give that. Yeah.
Yeah, so good.
So that's an honorable mention for me since it's already been mentioned. So is Sweet Tooth. So is Invincible. Beatles 321. Best 18 hours of television, how damn long it was. I just wanted to start it again after it finished. I think it's the best documentary I've ever watched in my life. It is just everything I wanted. It was the rawness. It was just George just getting up and leaving. It was everything I wanted to see. I think my favourite moment was when Ringo said, "Are you kidding me? I've been spelling Beatles wrong this whole time." And Buddy Miles. Holy hell! What is Buddy Miles? Did I just get that wrong? Shit. Anyway, the dude playing piano. He's just amazing. And it's pretty funny because they all just pretty well sit around and wait till he gets there, and then they start playing. So that was
Who set that up? Right? Because he's like, he was just in town and stopped in. Oh,
Dude.
right.
He's-
Someone in management was like, we need something.
Yeah, we need something to get these guys together. Falcon Winter Soldier, really, really cool. Just, I love their dynamic.
Yep.
There was some really good, wholesome stuff in it. And then honorable mentions. One Division was good. McCartney 321 with Rick Rubin, sitting like a school kid, listening to McCartney speak was amazing. And R.I.P. Cowboy Bebop. I discovered the anime this year, loved it. 7 episodes into the TV show, 3 weeks after it came out, cancelled, you sons of bitches. Give it a chance, you pricks! Thank you.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yep.
Is like one of their best.
Yeah,
things.
For sure.
Invincible.
Yep.
So good. And Midnight Mass on Netflix.
Oh.
It's a little horror drama thing that's going on. It's over. It's like for the people that did like Haunting on Bly Manor and Hill House.
How many apps?
8
or 8?
8.
Okay.
It's like it's short.
Okay.
You know, it's like they're shows
Midnight Mass.
about like a little small island that gets a new priest come in, and I don't want to give the spoiler away, but it's really good. I liked it. It was just it's very serious, and it's a real new take on something that I don't want to give the spoiler from, but it's really
Netflix,
good. And Netflix, and they never mentioned. I'll tell you something. I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, they never mentioned anyway. Yeah, and like there's like very religious-y, but not preachy.
Sure.
You know, it has to do with religion and all of that.
Like
yeah,
psychology.
but yeah, it's really good. I really liked it.
Check it
I'll mention Star Wars Visions. I really dug
Yeah,
that.
good call.
And
Good call.
Love, Death, Robots 2.
Yes.
Oh,
Jesus.
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That was a giant penis.
And One Division. But yeah, Midnight Mass. I really enjoyed Midnight Mass this year.
It says Loki there too, man.
No, it doesn't. Don't put that evil on me.
Put down me, Ricky. For me, Invincible, number one.
Yep.
Just picking good movies.
I'm gonna go Arcane, number 2.
Oh, yep.
Really? Is that
Just-
good?
Just the emotion between like Vi and Powder / Jinx, like just I don't know, just really hits. You know?
Did you just have an aneurysm?
Yeah.
I have no idea what you just said.
Oh, just
Did
like
you just have an aneurysm?
Their characters?
yeah.
Yes.
Archer is my third one because Pam Page is back to detective work, and also Jessica Walters like sort of farewell, and that is beautiful. But
What season's that up to?
that's I think
Too many.
12 now. Oh yeah, like the bit where he was in a coma and went like
Yeah,
those seasons sucked.
So,
But like this is like the second season, it's back to a normal detective agency.
Honorable mention, Letterkenny. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
oh, new season.
Yeah, I
comes out
know.
soon.
Yeah.
I think he's in Resident Evil.
Is he?
Dairy. Small.
Ah.
I was like, so I just filmed in Canada for sure. Dylan.
Yeah.
Invincible,
Yes.
of course,
Uh-huh.
because it elaborates on stuff in the book
Yeah.
and makes it even better, surprisingly.
Go and see West
It's
Season.
just invisible because you watched it, because it's just anyone that watches that and thinks it's shit is shit. So
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yep.
I really liked John Walker in that show. I thought he was very interesting.
Yes.
yeah, good call.
Yes.
I can't
Yeah.
wait to see more of him.
Yeah,
Yes.
good redemption on him, and
Yeah.
it's good wrestling.
Yeah.
Good pedigree there.
And third, Superman and Lois.
Ooh.
Really?
Yes, I really enjoyed it.
I gotta finish it. But, well, I was watching the first couple and then it went on break that went forever, and then I never got back into it.
'Cause
It was so much better than I thought.
I was really hesitant to watch this show because I didn't like the guy at all.
Yeah.
From what I'd seen
On
in
Supergirl?
Supergirl. Yeah. So I was pretty late to it, but eventually I was like, man, I gotta watch this. It's Superman. I gotta give it a shot. And I really enjoyed it. It was different. Some of the teenage stuff is a bit, you know, you just gotta, yeah,
That's the way it is, right?
it's teenager stuff. But we got Steel
Yeah.
in the show. We got like a version of Eradicator. Some really cool stuff in the show.
And like
Nice.
the preconceivedness of him, because same thing. You know, I watched the one episode of Supergirl. I'm like, he's terrible.
Yeah.
He's terrible. But he's really good in this.
He is.
But like the Clark stuff is excellent.
Yeah.
And his Superman is so much better. I think just because the show's better written and whatever and stuff. But yeah, because he was terrible in
Yeah.
that Supergirl stuff.
You believe that he's a father and
Yes.
Lois is a mother.
Yes.
They did that really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's my TV shows.
Yeah, good,
Nice.
good pick. Video games?
Yeah.
Video games. Who's passing this round?
Yeah, I'll pass that one. I played nothing. I'm too mature and too busy for video games.
And play with this
No,
Battle
that's
Cat.
wrong.
Sorry,
No,
hang
no,
on.
no,
Can we change it to video games you bought?
I don't think I even bought any this year.
Jesus.
No, change it to that too. That's fine.
I'm just terrible at them.
I went down to Victoria for a wedding this week, and I was at my mate's place, and I played about half an hour of Guardians of the Galaxy, so I can add that. It was alright. So I didn't play many games this year, so it makes the list by default. And I read that Scott Pilgrim got re-released, and I played that on Switch for the first time this year, so I'm going to class that as well, and that game is really fun, and that's my 2. So that makes
It's
up for all
one
my
more than me
extras.
because I've only got one. Ratchet and Clank Rift in Time for the PS5.
Oh, yeah?
It's like
You love your Russian.
I really love my Ratchet and Clank. I think it's the only game I've platinumed. Like 100% platinumed. Yeah, just
Wow.
because I had nothing else to do. I'm just playing this game. And like when I finished, I realized I'd gotten most of the trophies already.
Sure.
And like looked up what I needed to do to get the
Yeah,
others. I'm like,
doable.
it's doable. I just did them. But it was really fun. I love Ratchet and Clank. Have since PlayStation 2. Yeah. That's the only reason I really got a PlayStation 5. That and God of War.
Yeah.
Which is not out yet, but, you know, that's the only thing on my list. Because that's the only thing I played this year.
Cool.
That came out this year.
All right,
So for the half-hour Raw, Guardians of the Galaxy, because I put it in for about half an hour. Forza Horizon 5, because I just enjoy driving games and it's
Sure.
just easy, relaxing.
Nice.
And the third one's actually like a concept. So
Oh.
It's not Pokemon.
Hold on.
no,
do you
it's
mean?
the Matrix one. So
Oh,
they
yeah.
released it on Xbox Series X and PS5, and like it just uses the Unreal Engine 5, and it looks so real.
It's
you
like a
wouldn't
tech
believe-
demo.
What,
Almost.
are you doing?
So it's just they introduce you to it, and like there's a bit where Keanu Reeves is talking, but then the next scene it's him, but it's CGI him,
Right.
and like to an untrained eye, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Right.
Essentially
But
a
then-
tech demo, so not really.
But then after like
Yeah.
all the
Cool.
intro on that, and like there's a little car chase scene where you get to shoot guns at
Nice.
cars and that, and then there's an open environment that you just walk and drive cars around in, and it looks excellent.
How is the engine?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you could stand there and
So
it's
you-
like, oh, that's a photograph. You'd believe me.
So you could do it VR down the track?
Maybe.
Intriguing.
Yeah, like a supercomputer for
It
them.
might be away, yeah, a bit
Yeah.
away from VR,
Yeah.
but yeah, just, it looks
Nice.
so good.
All right, my number one. Not really surprising to anybody who knows me.
Can I say it?
Come on.
Metroid Dread.
Metroid Dread.
Shit. Like, didn't matter what that game was. I was thinking.
Well, I don't know. If it was bad, it would not be up there.
Lies.
That's
Still
when
be-
you
it'd
be
still
another
be
chance to
there.
rant about
It'd
it.
still be in the be in the 3, just not number 1. Yeah.
I don't know. Metroid Other M. I broke my disc of that. That was how annoyed I was at that game. Anyway, Metroid Dread, the good one.
Yes.
This is Metroid 5. Metroid 4 came out 19 years ago. There'd been spin-offs and stuff. Kind of 3D first-person shooter stuff. But this one, first 2D Metroid game in 19 years.
Yep.
But it's like in full HD, and it was great. They nailed it. It actually beat... I think it beat Ratchet and Clank for best action-adventure game.
Oh.
Yeah, it just blew my mind that a 2D game can win awards still.
Yeah, stick that to your one game.
Okay, second, I don't know if anyone's heard of this game. It's called Chivalry 2.
I've heard of it.
No.
Did you go around opening doors for women?
Playing your
down
code.
dragons.
It's OG Chivalry. OG Chivalry.
Also,
Making sure she walks on the inside.
yeah.
When you're stabbing people with swords and stuff. It's like
It's like that Dishonored.
It's like Battlefront, except everyone's a knight.
Oh.
So it's like big multiplayer, 2 teams, gigantic teams. I think maybe like
Andrew John's in it.
like I think maybe like 20 people
Passed
per
out
team.
somewhere, maybe.
20
Village
people per
Drug.
team. You got crazy castle sieges, and it's fairly realistic combat, so it's very hard.
So
Very
it's
hard.
down Switch.
No, it's on I think PS5, PS4.
No.
Really fun. And I'm usually not into multiplayer games, but like this is just purely multiplayer. There's no single player.
Have you played For Honor?
Yes,
Okay.
it's similar to that, but yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, and third was my third, Guardians of the Galaxy. We were kind of talking
Yeah, it was
about
a
this
lean year.
before.
Yeah, clearly it was, right? Like, obviously, my lack of video games aside, there clearly wasn't much of a year for games.
Yeah.
But
Which you missed opportunity for a year when
Well,
people were at home.
Yeah.
Well, was it this year or last year for Cyberpunk? It was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, last
Yeah,
year
last year.
Cyberpunk, last year.
Maybe they
Miles
should have waited
Morales.
another year. Might have US glitches.
yeah, Guardians, I really like Guardians. The weird thing is, the game part of it is not the strongest part of it. It's a bit unpolished and it's a bit repetitive. But the writing is really, really good. The original music alone, buy the game for the original music. It is great.
The consequences thing was good too. I didn't mind that.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
changed things around a bit.
Yeah, and you
Yeah,
get
small
like a different
demo play.
cutscene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna add Avengers to that list? An honorable mention?
Especially since Spider-Man just jumped in.
Spider-Man and he's
Oh,
webbing into the sky.
Right.
Like you
Into
said,
the...
what was the Spider-Man 2 game? The last time we saw that, which was
Spider-Man 1. Spider-Man 2 had attaching to buildings.
I did it.
Yeah, it had physics, yeah.
Stuff, bro.
No, overrated.
Physics?
As long as it's Vice gets more V-Bucks, that's all that matters.
Alrighty, action figures.
Ooh.
The last one?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
Alright.
Good stuff.
Who are you
Here
taking?
we go.
For me, number one was the NECA Ultimate Frankenstein.
The black and white
Black
edition.
and white.
Nice.
It
This
looks...
was not a figure. I think, yeah, when I announced it and like we're ordering it, I'm like, yeah, that'd be cool, whatever. I don't really buy the NECA figures, but this came in and I was like, I gotta buy this.
Oh, wow.
It looks...
Like, I just gotta buy this,
Oh, the
and I will
trees.
buy. They're doing a Wolfman and a Mummy we've seen.
Yeah.
There will be a Dracula, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's just too good not for. I just,
Yeah.
you know, when you just look, I gotta buy this.
Yeah.
And I bought it. I haven't opened it yet, but
Those extra heads are awesome.
yeah. Just so good. Number two for me, Coke Hogan.
I'll go buy that.
Okay, so this Hulk
You
Hogan
heard it,
came out. I wanted to buy it instantly because that's what I think about Hulk Hogan when I was a kid. I was a massive wrestling fan when I was a kid.
Can I try and focus on his face
Yes.
for the viewers?
It's not too bad.
Super tan.
Why Hogan wasn't my favourite. I was a Macho Man kid.
Good.
Hogan is wrestling, right?
It's not
And, like,
focusing.
The Hasbro
Do it right,
figure
brother.
had the Hulk rule shirt. That's what I wanted out of Hogan. And when they
Jake.
showed the pictures, you're like, man,
Those
somebody's done an
eyes.
8-ball, and I don't know if I want to buy this.
Yeah, he has...
But I had to
massive,
buy it.
just coke
And it's
out
much
eyes.
better than I thought.
Yeah.
It looks better than it.
Yeah, yeah, because I was hesitant on buying it too, but now I'm gonna buy the other one too, the
Yes.
ultimate.
Yeah.
I will buy that
Oh, and
too. Just
No,
'cause
it
rip
made
the
my
shirt.
list because not only is it good,
Shirt ripper.
but it's also made me buy more wrestling toys.
The only thing that would
Yeah.
make it better is if there was a button on the back and it came with racist slurs. That would be it.
Hey, he wasn't doing them then. Well, as far as we
As far as we know, he's on the television. He's definitely doing them then.
And
It's okay,
number
man.
3, Master Universe Origins Battle Cat.
First time you got a vintage
Yes.
style posable Bellcat.
Yes, I love my He-Man.
Do you?
I wasn't gonna get into the Origins really
what?
because I was like, I got me vintage figures and I got
touch
me articulated
Don't even look at it.
Matty Classics. I don't need an in between. But from the get go, I was like, ooh, articulated Battle Cats. I think we've got to buy that.
You know,
And I did, and it's
Calm
amazing.
down.
I want to look. Shut up. Ah, it's cool.
It's a fantastic figure.
It's hollow and everything.
Because the vintage Battle Cat is just a lump of plastic.
Yeah, no
No,
articulation
nothing.
at all, right?
So that was cool. So I had to
It's cool.
get that.
So cool. It's your
So I was away all week and I missed this bit. So I went with. I haven't got it here unfortunately, but there was a Venomized pop. I know there was one this year, but it was the thing. Now there was two. The normal edition was really cool, but then there was also a chrome edition that looked awesome. I got the normal one, but yeah, that was probably the best. Like the pops have obviously taken over craziness, and a lot of people are sick of them by now. But But you keep buying them. How is your couple you bought this year, mate?
Yeah, fine.
Your Venomized Doctor Doom.
That's a Doctor Doom. That doesn't count.
But yeah, like there's been so many Venomized, and some of them are really crap, and I still bought them. But this one, they actually did some really cool stuff with, so I was really happy with that. The other one was this tiny little, I think it's like 3-inch Japanese Venom. I haven't got it here, but Jay will show a picture to the screen. And it's just but it's like all gloopy at the bottom. And yeah, just something a little bit different.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
It's great, eh?
And it's not really a toy, but because I'm a Simpsons freak and I got my Stonecutters ring, these came out this year, the Stonecutter Steins, and I just reckon they're absolutely awesome. So I have to add that to my list as well. Yep. And there's a stack of other Venom stuff. Go to, I think, one of the early issues to see my Venom mask. That was a few others. But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, I bought a bunch of toys this year, but most of them were for last year. Or a few years ago, like the NECA Ninja Turtle 2-packs and stuff. But
that came out of nowhere, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, I blame Matt Cardona
Yes.
and Ethan Page for the toy hunts. I just wanted to open toys because watching these toy hunt vlogs.
It's bad for you.
Yeah. There's Goliath, which we saw last week.
Yes.
What about that Wingspan?
Yeah, I'll just prick my eyes out.
I think it's probably the most impressive action figure of the year.
Yeah, I concur.
I do think I'll buy one. I just don't know where I'm going to put it yet. So.
Oh, this looks
Still I can show. It's the Super 7 Andre the Giant, IWA Andre the Giant.
This is so cool.
That looks so cool.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sort of getting Andre the Giants,
Yep.
but, collecting different Andre the Giants. And even though it's Super 7 and they're super expensive,
Another one.
they freaking rules.
Yes.
It's so cool. I just love that, and I know it's, and I've already looked at it earlier. It's just a collector thing, but the outer box, it just
Yeah, it's
looks
real nice.
so.
It's so nice, right?
It's like the top I got you from Vegas.
Mm.
That had the Japanese running, or they get
Yeah,
that
yeah.
yeah.
And the other one is Transformers Masterpiece Starscream. Version 2 of it's the more cartoony version.
Do the voice.
I don't know the voice. I don't know.
Thank you.
So this was expensive, but not as expensive as the first releases of the Starscream. And this is more cartoon accurate than the other ones. And they're officially licensed by Boeing, and like all the most of the masterpieces, they're officially licensed. So the vehicles are officially licensed.
Damn, those gun effects look excellent.
Yeah. Did you show them back?
No.
Do you have the Megatron? Because that's a
No, you can't get the Megatron because it comes in a gun.
Oh,
It comes in gun shape, so you can't get
cool.
it.
You mean the one I have?
Yeah, which I'm going to buy from you when you sell it.
Or steal. You wouldn't know it's missing.
Yeah.
Have you seen his place?
No, that's how you know.
So yeah, honorable mention to the Nerf blaster, the Mando.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still waiting to see that.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about it because I got no room to put toys, so that's why most of them are still in boxes because.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah. That's why it is.
Yeah, that Mandalorian Nerf gun looks sensational. So would like to
David?
see it.
Yeah, so the Mando Nerf blaster,
Yep.
because I did buy it, but that's too big to bring here, sort of.
Yep.
Also, the Daily Bugle Lego
That was very impressive.
Spider-Man set.
Very
yeah,
much so.
That was great.
I would love to
Have you
see
seen
that.
the light set you can get for that? Cause,
No.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I'll
okay.
find you a picture of that because it looks excellent. Because I've seen the ones for the Venom head and stuff like that.
Oh,
You
yeah,
put one light, but the bugle looks
Yeah.
excellent.
Nice.
Talk about that later.
So that was also too big to bring. And the small thing I forgot to bring was Moira McTaggart.
Oh,
So
yeah.
relevancy now is like pop through the roof, so it's good to have a figure of her.
Yeah, no, she's a really good. She's a really good figure. Marvel
Like-
Legends, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
And for a figure of, she's just a chick in a white coat,
Yeah.
but they
Yeah.
nailed it.
Well,
Right, yeah.
yeah. I was going to mention, like, have you seen Big Bad have like third-party little accessories for the Transformer toys that have come out,
Yeah.
where you can, close off the gaps and
Yeah,
add
I've
different
seen them.
bands
Yeah.
and stuff. I'm like, because I want to get the one for the Studio Series Jazz, but it's got other. It doesn't have just the Jazz ones.
Sure.
It's got for the Hot Rod and the movie Star Blitzwing or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, sell them off.
Because it comes with like speakers that Jazz
Oh,
has.
oh,
And
yeah.
I'm like, I want them, but I don't want the other bits because I don't have those ones.
Well, you just buy them and then
I don't
yeah.
want-
Solved. Well, I don't see the
I
problem.
want a Hot Rod.
Well, since I've interrupted every other list, just another notable mention, which I didn't buy it, but that She-Hulk Legend that came out, just kudos on the face. Like,
Female
that's
figures are always hard to.
so hard, the eyes are always crossed, or, because we saw that with the Wanda was a little bit off. But yeah, that one there, they nailed that. Yeah, just want to give notable mention.
Also, that Immortal Hulk. Marvel
Yeah.
Select. Oh,
That was a beefy
I
action
did not
figure,
buy
right?
that.
yeah, same me. I'm regretting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good figure.
Put with the other 1,000 Hulks I've got.
Dylan?
Okay, my number one. It's kind of just this vehicle, but also the whole line because it's been really good.
I'd like to see a receipt that this came out this year. I don't believe it.
It's still coming. It's still coming out. That counts. What Halo?
It's the line. He's talking about the line.
So 3 3/4 inch scale series Halo action figures, and
They are freaking cool.
Yeah, really.
man, like when I was in high school, McFarlane Toys was doing the Halo toys, so it was less focused on the vehicles. And vehicles are a really big part of the games, right? And with this, they've got a good medium in between, like being a toy and also looking nice. Because the previous line was by Mattel, and it did not look nice. And these are great. They're scaled great. I'm basically not buying anything else but these because they're so good.
Yeah.
I want all of
You
them.
don't get enough good vehicles in toys anymore.
No.
Yeah,
like,
this is what sold
And
me
I
on it.
understand why. Because toys are expensive, so vehicles are going to be bloody expensive.
Yeah. Well,
But-
you seen how much the Super 7 Ninja Turtles vans are costing? Same thing as the Thunder Tank.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. I know it's Super 7.
Yeah.
They're all
Try to
expensive,
get a
but
close up of these.
Speaking
Master
of
Chief, Halo Man.
Are there seatbelts in this vehicle?
I don't
Of course
think
not.
What? Oh.
because you're doing war,
Yeah.
you can't have seatbelts.
I imagine if he's like standing like that, trying to shoot the gun.
He's
He's
a
like,
super soldier. He's
But,
Yeah.
but a soldier would be... a seatbelt would be a hindrance.
I bought
He needs
a-
freedom to
safe
go around and
To
shoot
run
things.
away.
I bought a great vehicle for one of my mates' little kids, the Spidey and Friends.
Oh,
His
cool.
Amazing Friends.
Oh, yeah.
And it comes and you click the thing and it boosts out the bumper and everything like that. And it's like this wide.
Oh,
it's
wow.
sensational. So yeah, they do not make enough vehicles.
and they've been doing a great
They
job
didn't
with
even
these.
start on playsets.
There's like a giant robot too that I was thinking about getting,
Ooh.
but it's from Halo 4 and I don't like Halo 4, so I probably won't get
But
that.
you like robots.
It's a giant robot. Yeah, I think about it.
Buying it.
Okay, my second, the Hasbro Transformer stuff has been
Oh, so good.
so good, man. Like, pick
I
this
was-
Dinobot, his Voyager Dinobot, and it is.
It looks so cool.
I was trying to transform him earlier, and these Beast Wars figures
I'll
are
do
very.
it. You just have to force it.
Oh yeah, there you go.
You don't mind for breaks, eh?
These
It's
Beast Wars
nuts.
figures, man, they're hard. They're hard
so
to
cool.
transform.
I never transformed my Transformers. Just too hard.
Ooh.
That's fine.
And yeah, like look how clean that is. For Beast Wars figures are hard, man.
Yes.
Mhm.
They're hard,
Like,
just
I wasn't-
inherently.
I
Well, his
wasn't
face
going to
looks
get them
excellent.
because they look too plasticky for me.
Mhm.
But I've gotten a few now. 'Cause they're really good. Well, Transformers, man. I love Transformers.
No.
But, you know.
They're great
what else?
figures.
Yeah.
I think
They really
one
are,
of the
yeah.
best lines going
Yeah.
around.
So I've gotten him, I've got Optimus Primal, Cheetor,
Oh yeah.
Rat Trap.
I was about to say, yeah, Ratchet. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
read the Rhinox because the Rhinox is out
I've
too.
been waiting. I don't know. I'm juggling between Halo and Transformers. I don't know what I'm doing. I still got to get a Megatron.
You
Beast
want
Wars
that
Megatron.
Halo 4 one because it's a robot. So
Yeah.
it's combining the two.
Two birds must
Pretend
stay.
it
Yeah, but
transforms.
it's Halo 4. It's a
I give up.
PvP game.
Well done, Dave. You've
I've done one
you
part.
left it how it was.
Okay, and lastly, again, kind of annoyed because we can't really get these figures anymore.
Mm.
But Origins He-Man.
You're not looking hard enough, Dylan.
You sure?
Yeah.
So yeah, this is vintage scale He-Man,
Yep.
but with actual articulation.
Yes. You mean he does more
Hey.
than this?
Yes.
It's 2021. You need to ask him if he can ride that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was planning to go kind of all in on the Origins line, and then they kind of announced that they're not
It's not happening, or
happening in
That
Australia.
looks so good.
I'm like, well, okay, cool, more Halo toys to buy for me. Yeah. it's
yeah,
awesome.
I'd love to know what happened there.
Yeah.
Like, they were one so late did come out, and then finally BW get them. You get one wave, and then now they're gone again.
Yeah.
There's talk they might still come back next year. I don't know.
So both of us, we have a He-Man, Battle Cat, and a Skeletor, and that's it. We don't have Panther.
Mm.
We don't have any other bad guys.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Yes.
You can just buy them on the internet.
You can't tell they work together.
I don't have
Shocked they just didn't
personally.
do this at the same time.
Personally, I don't have room for them anyway. So I'm not buying. I was not going to buy too many. I bought a couple. I would like a couple. People that I don't have in the vintage. And I can just hide them in my vintage set.
Mm-hmm.
Pose them squatting.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not big on the pose and the figures. I'm not good at it.
So that's everything?
That's everything.
That is everything.
We may make a little video of pictures and stuff
Yeah, we'll do
about
something
this.
for sure.
Let us
They'll do
let us
the
know
agree to
your
that.
Yes,
thoughts
yeah,
in the comments.
absolutely.
Yeah. Tell us why Dave's wrong.
Yep.
Just in general. Not about this.
We'll get to that.
We're gonna do a
We'll talk
separate
about
video
videos.
for that because it was like an hour and 15
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah. I'll make up some, like a
Okay.
slideshow we did a deal.
Okay.
You just need Darren Warren.
I'll do segments,
Johnson.
the action figures. Do them all in segments,
Cool.
maybe.
Cool.
Maybe Tuesday.
Cut down Jason's to make them 3.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, yeah, that was an hour and 15 minutes.
Yes.
Of awesomeness.
Okay. We got some action figures this week.
Quick, really fast on these. We gotta go.
Speaking
coming.
of someone needing more Andre the Giant. Oh,
They don't-
is
they
it-
don't
oh,
have-
boo!
They made one.
What?
Just looks like the local distributors got screwed over on them.
Oh,
At least they have
damn.
an Enigma
The Princess
120.
Bride figures.
So yeah, I
We got
wanted
Princess
the Andre.
Buttercup.
That would have been a
Uh,
great segue.
we got
That's what I was trying to do.
Pirate Roberts.
And Enigma Montoya?
The
The likenesses are great. He is the best likeness going.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah, because I was going to get the Montoya, but I'm like, then I got to get Drip Pirate Roberts.
Yes.
But then I got to get a Buttercup.
Yeah.
I'll just get the Andre.
Yes.
I have to buy that online.
But you need him catching.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. That just goes to my Andres.
But then you got to buy a thing if they.
No, it's going with my Andres.
Yes.
Yeah, just say Andre.
Batman Who Laughs with Free Robins box set. The figures came out sort of solo. McFarlane's now put them in a box. Excellent. Those Robins are killer designs. Batman Who Laughs, besides being just a Judge Death ripoff, it's just a very good design. And they're great figures. McFarlane killed it all you with figures.
Yep.
Very good.
Next.
Okay. We're doing Wizard?
Now we'll skip Wizard this month.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll save you.
All right.
Come back next week with Wizard. We know you will.
Some kind of heartbreaking news this week about George Perez.
Yeah.
Terminal.
Yeah.
Terminal pancreatic cancer.
Decided just to let it run its course.
Yep.
Not,
Which
which is respect that.
100%. I think.
We'll get a lot of us mail, so go and get checked.
Yes, I would like to think I would be, like if you catch it early enough, sure. Like if you do everything you can, but with 6 months, his answer was right. Well, I don't want to spend the rest of my 6 months at the hospital.
Yeah.
And what that
And all that
shit
treatment
does to your
and all that
body,
medicine.
bloody-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I totally
Just-
understand that.
Yeah, just enjoy it.
Damn shame.
Yeah, man.
Man, it hit me hard when I saw that, just because I love George Perez. He's one of my favorite artists.
I didn't want to share it, but I had to share it. But yeah,
Yeah.
you knew everyone was
Yeah.
going to see it sooner or later. But yeah, it's
Like,
I like when I went to New York the first time. We just went to this random con that was in across the street from the garden, like in Penn Station. Like one of the floors there, like it was just a little random Comic Con.
Yep.
He was there signing, drawing, doing sketches. It was in line for about 2 hours or something. Got a little Dr. Doom sketch from him. He was a great dude. He's just a fantastic man.
and he was at the last con we were at too in
Yeah.
Vegas.
Yeah, but he wasn't.
I know he wasn't
Drawing,
doing live,
yeah,
but he
yeah.
was there.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I got to see him in real
Yeah.
life.
because of the eye.
He's been the
Yeah.
only one I've been to in America. I didn't get to get anything, but at least got to see him. Like,
Yeah.
he's a legend.
Yeah.
The one thing I hear about him is that he's just a swell guy.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
just the
same.
nicest dude.
Yeah,
Well, like,
still is.
He
Still
said
is.
any people that have paid for some sketches, he's going to give them their money
Money
back. I was
back.
like, man, as if you would decline that.
Yeah,
you know?
no, just
man.
If I've already
it.
paid you
Go
for a
and enjoy
sketch,
it,
man.
man.
You keep that.
You
Right?
keep that, brother.
But at the same time, that's top like he is to.
Mm.
Hey, I didn't fulfill my side of things, but
Yeah.
please, people.
Yeah.
Oh, just devastating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love George Perez.
One of the greatest comic book
Yeah,
artists of all
absolutely.
time.
So I think
Definitely.
he's going to do like one final appearance this coming year somewhere.
That's
so,
good.
Yeah.
Sad.
So,
Mm.
Okay, we'll go through this a bit quick. Couple announcements from the Game Awards. We've got a new Star Wars game coming out, set in the High Republic kind of era.
Yep.
Because it's 2021, it was a cinematic trailer with no gameplay in it.
Yeah.
Very much like the Wonder Woman game.
Gameplay's overrated.
I'm there
Star
to watch
Wars.
a movie.
That's why, yeah.
Star Wars Eclipse is being developed by Quantic Dream, which basically they just make movies.
Yeah, they made the what do you call it?
Heavy Rain,
Detroit.
Detroit.
Become
Oh,
Human.
yeah.
Yeah, and I like Detroit, and I didn't think I would because I don't really like games like that. But when you're involved in the story, you're making decisions, and it actually you can get characters killed like very early. Like,
I've done that a few times.
yeah, like your influence on the story is very, very heavy. That's cool. I'm okay with that. Wonder Woman being developed by Monolith. guys that did Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor, and Shadow of War. It's like a hack and slash, Assassin's Creed kind of game.
Oh, she should make an excellent game.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect fit for her.
Yeah, like a God of War style.
Yeah.
You gotta
It'd
hit
be
the
great.
Greek stuff hard.
Just
Yeah.
how they should do a Thor game.
Yeah.
And we got a gameplay trailer for Suicide Squad.
It
Heroes of
looks
Justice League.
so good.
So
Yeah.
Like, if you weren't intrigued after that first one with Evil Superman,
Yeah.
this one when they're trying to
Yeah.
take down Flash, and it's a good 3 minutes of gameplay.
Yeah.
I,
So,
Yeah, it's in engine.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm probably buying this because it looks so good.
Yeah.
And Rocksteady, the Arkham
is
Asylum.
it? Yeah,
guys.
nice.
Yeah, the Batman games
Yeah,
are
okay.
great.
What was also shown at Game Awards was a trailer for the new Halo TV show that
Yep.
kind of gave you nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It looks nice.
Yeah.
I would like to know what the show is going to be about.
Halo Man.
Hello.
I think
Which
it's
Halo
the-
Man?
No, it's from the perspective of those little
green
alien
one.
dudes that run around.
The green
I would pay millions of dollars to see it.
The green one.
The green one? They're all green.
$1 million, I can organise that for
The
you.
green one.
It's this one.
They're all kidnapped
That
at
one.
6 years old and brainwashed into being super soldiers.
That one.
Yeah, it's him.
This one?
No,
this one.
him.
Halo
No,
Man.
him. Halo Man.
What's next?
Him.
Jason and I went to see Resident Evil
We did.
Thanks for the
the
invite.
other
Yeah.
night. Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City is the
You
official
weren't
title.
here.
I
You
know.
weren't even in the States.
But like, it's nice to get invited to things.
Nah. Well, we didn't go together. They were in the cinema.
Oh,
just
Because
happened
what
he's
we're
a
going to
weirdo
tell
and
him,
sits
right,
at
is
the front.
like, oh, you went and then I went, but we
Oh.
weren't there together.
Well, that's sort of true. I wasn't sure if I was going to go because we had.
I had my tickets booked already, and then Jason was just like, guess I'll come.
But I sat away from him because he's a weirdo and sits up front.
Yeah. Second row.
Because I'm sure it was packed.
The best bit was, oh man, but
It's like
those
Raccoon
kids,
City.
There were kids behind us, right?
like real little.
Yeah, and we weren't sure what was going on, and then the trailer started for like Scream and Wormwood, and the kids started freaking out, and then the parents were like, "Why are they showing these? This is a kids movie." What? And then Steph was like, "Sorry, I think you're in the wrong cinema.
This is
This
Resident
isn't Resident Evil. This is a horror movie."
Wait and see.
Yeah, kids movie, yeah.
Yeah.
No, what were they there to see? Do you know?
I don't know.
Did they
Not
leave?
sure. They left. Yeah.
yeah,
It's
they-
Wormwood, right?
Yeah.
You had some f bombs in that trailer.
Wowzers.
Did he like Wynwood based on the comic?
No.
No,
Yeah, I was about to ask
okay.
that.
That
I think
Aussie-
you.
Yeah.
Australia.
Aussie.
Okay.
A zombie one?
Yeah, it's like a sequel.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First one was good.
Okay.
I've seen
Keep your eyes out on social media for that. No,
Yeah, cool.
In the new-
Interesting.
I've seen that. I haven't
I
seen
like
the first one.
Resident Evil. Though.
Yes, Resident Evil. Oh my god, it was trash and it was amazing.
I loved it. I loved every second of it. It was in my
Oh,
list.
it's in your top 3.
Yes,
Yeah, I know about that.
it was bad, but man, I had
It wasn't
fun
that
watching
bad a
it.
year for movies, was it?
It was very gamey.
Yeah.
Maybe once or twice a little touch too gamey.
Like the end of Doom 2 gaming?
Nah, not that too gamey.
It's not enough.
Basically, it's game Resident Evil 1 and 2 together.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
probably prefer just to make Resident Evil 1 and then make Resident Evil 2. I've said it forever, I don't understand why they don't make them. I get the first one, the argument would be it's a bit boring, it's a bit slow, it's a bit whatever, it's just a thing. But the way I see it, I told Dylan this the other day, it's Alien and Aliens.
Yeah, okay. I can't argue
Yeah.
that.
But they combined both of those games into one movie, and it was a bit cluttered. Because it felt like Steph told me the night of, and I agree 100%. It felt like it was dragging, but it was also moving too quick at the same time.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Yeah, you were losing bits, but then you were skipping past bits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this iconic monster shows up. Oh, it's gone. Oh, this
Yeah,
other
yeah.
big boss shows up. Oh, he's gone. And this character didn't really do anything. And-
Yeah, okay.
Top 3 movie.
yes. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Still not Redemption. though.
It was great, though. It was fun. Everything I really wanted. Like, that's why I never liked the old ones.
Yeah,
Resident
same.
Evil 2 is probably I gotta play video games. Resident Evil 2 is my favourite video game of all time, I would say. That was
Really?
amazing. Amazing. And, like, the first movie, I only went mainly because Claude's review that Saturday when I came into work. Huh?
Cubes.
No. Something that rhymes with that. And it wasn't very good.
It was good. I
It was
like
great.
it.
And then I think I watched the third one where it's very Mad Maxy. Me and Chris went to watch
Yeah,
the series
that
one
was-
night. And trash as well. And I give up on them. But this was great.
It was awesome. It had some actually surprisingly really well thought out, well directed like horror scenes.
Yeah.
There's like a scene where there's no lights. The only light you see is from Chris firing his gun, right?
Oh, that's cool.
And that was really cool.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
cool.
awesome. And a bit of Resident Evil 7. in there as well. He runs out of ammo. He brings out his lighter, and he uses that to kind of light his way, and that's what you do in Resident Evil 7.
I'm terrible with like which one's which and everything. Which one with the rocket launcher and the star? The guy saying stars.
Resident Evil 3.
That's 3, is it?
Nemesis.
Yeah. So I got all the way to the end, but didn't have the rocket launcher and had no way of killing him. And that, I just went, I'm never playing one of these games again. I'm so dumb. I'm just walking away. So yeah, cool.
That was awesome.
If you like fun movies, go watch it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
It really felt like someone watched 30 Days of Night.
Very.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because we just watched it, but I was having the same thought. Didn't ask me. I was like, yeah, for sure.
So you could hear it?
What?
You couldn't hear what they were saying?
Almost George was in it. One of the two.
No, just the
vibe.
the time and the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would come up and tell you what time it is.
Well,
Because it's a
yeah.
ticking clock.
Sure,
It's
sure,
like
sure.
a clock, right? Yeah, very, very similar vibe to
Okay.
it, for sure.
Thanks for the invite.
Hawkeye.
Hawkman.
Hawkins.
Oh,
The Hawk.
not as good as the episode before, but still good. Obviously, I knew it was going to be the case, but disappointing.
But you got the
Yeah.
continuation. You thought it was
Yes.
going to be a flashback episode, but
Yes,
you got
yes,
straight
yes,
afterwards.
yes,
wasn't
yes,
it?
yes.
Yes, which
But
is
yeah.
excellent too. He's acting.
Yeah.
I hated it at the start. I loved
Nah,
it.
he's
now.
gold.
I watched this on the train ride home at midnight last night on my phone, on my cracked phone, which made it even more street level, like for Hawkeye and the rest of it. So it was excellent. Yeah. Like you said, it wasn't as good as the last episode, but the fight scenes that we got, the extra detail with the little bit of fit, and he got a little bit more Renner too. And
Yeah.
he's getting to be Hawkeye a bit more,
Yeah.
which is really good.
So, his wife Mockingbird?
Who?
Hawkeye's wife?
No.
No,
No?
Her name's Bobby, right? Like,
Yeah, but
Mockingbird.
but that doesn't matter.
No,
Yeah.
Exactly.
I
No.
don't think so.
Never let the truth get in the way of a good yarn.
no, I mean like she's used a different name. She's going undercover.
Ah.
It's maybe the watch. It's her watch.
Ah.
Is what I
Oh.
Because the watch, I was like, whose watch is it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was. Because it kind of skipped
she's-
past that.
she
That was the
speaks
whole
German?
target at the start.
Yeah, she's full,
But
like,
it's like a man's
secret
watch.
agent.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean doesn't have to be exactly.
Yeah, but it doesn't
her
mean, like,
watch that
yeah.
doesn't have her. That
Yeah, it could be just her something she had that It's just
links her
yeah.
back to that with that
because
information.
this is why you
So
bring
they-
Mockingbird in.
Because that's the way
Okay.
they said it. Made it like it was Ronan, but not necessarily Ronan whatsoever. So
It's probably not, but it's a
it'd be
good.
cool if it was.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Good
very
pickup,
interested to see
man.
where that's going to go.
Yeah,
Because I was talking to
yeah,
him
because
about it.
the German came out of.
I was like, the only character that they've sort of that the audience would care about, I would think, would be, and I don't think they would do, would be like, is it going to be Thingy's watch, Coulson's watch?
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
No, because I think
Nothing?
they decided that that's.
I know it's good.
Because it's probably Fury's watch.
No, possibly. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, it's probably Fury's, and signals him in space or something.
But like I don't think Fury's watch, because the whole point is it's gonna to someone that's off grid now and changed and
Yeah,
tired. I thought. Yeah.
But yeah, it could be hers.
Yeah. No,
Mockingbird.
I like that. Interesting.
That is interesting.
So who was the mum on the phone to? Julia Louis-Dreyfus?
No, just probably.
I would assume Kingpin, if anything, if it's
Yeah.
going to be Kingpin.
Yeah.
But Julia, maybe.
Yeah.
Um,
Because that was just very coincidental. Then someone else showed up
yeah.
straight after that.
Yes.
That was a good little bit.
But she was already getting sent after her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, Yelena from Black Widow.
yeah.
Yep.
She makes an appearance.
It's good.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like the fight scene on the roof.
I like the fact that Instagram didn't allow her to tell anyone about it either. That was quite funny. She tried to post something
Yeah.
and they
But
banned her.
it
was
already
quite-
came out before that.
Yeah.
yeah, so
like,
weird.
I get the sentiment of not spoiling it, but she's announced as cast.
Let
Yeah.
the girl, put it in. Just like, anyway.
I guess there's a lot of people that don't keep up with that stuff, so
Yeah.
maybe they want to.
But she's in the titles.
Oh, is she?
Oh, no, she was in the titles when she appeared in the show.
No, isn't she? Earlier?
No. She's
I thought
only
she
in
was
the.
already listed before.
I mean, like before the show.
No,
Like in the
early
credits or
episode,
like-
maybe episode 1 or
Really?
something.
Oh.
I don't
Oh,
remember
right,
seeing
okay.
it.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing it because they only listed her because she was in the episode. Because that's what they do.
Yes.
I mean, like all the other ones, when they rock up, that's when they do
Yeah,
that. And they give them the credit. 'Cause-
But
Yes.
yeah, that back and forth at the table at the start was really, really cool.
Yeah.
And then the Hawkeye with the flicking of the coins and
Yeah.
stuff like that. The little
Yeah.
extra Hawkeye stuff was cool. The LARPing stuff's okay.
It's just gonna play into the end.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
They'll all be wearing,
Costumes. And
yeah, like Ronin
fighting in
suits.
tracksuits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all wearing Ronin suits or something. You know, just
Yeah.
to, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, and he's fighting. Yeah, they're gonna. The
Yeah,
LARPers
well-
are gonna take out the tracksuits.
Yeah,
for sure.
and it works because they're all
Yeah,
cops,
that's right. They're not just
Yeah.
random
Emergency
fanboys.
services.
Yeah, giving them a bit of something.
So, yeah,
Um,
it's a good episode. I like it.
yeah.
Was that two left?
Yeah, for a show that I was very hesitant because I don't really care about Hawkeye. It's a good show.
Yeah, for sure.
It's one of the better ones.
Oh, I see. David RJ got his credits at the end.
Yeah.
Did
Did
he?
he?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes. It should have been bigger. Should have been bolder.
Because I
He
thought
did
they were
get
just
some-
gonna, because
he
they
did get
stopped
some
showing
kudos.
the intro.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how they're gonna get
Did
out.
anyone watch to the end? Because it's normally around episode 4-ish that we start getting post credit.
Yeah,
So
I don't think there was.
I don't think there was either because I'm sure it would have got
No, because
mentioned.
I think we went small on the
Yeah,
start,
yeah,
so-
yeah.
Yeah, it went to like
Yeah,
what's
but-
coming up, or what else can you watch?
I after as I was still on the train, as soon as I finished that, I went to Dave's movie for 5 minutes.
Film, flashback. Dave.
Movie
Dave.
flashback.
Explain yourself.
Because it was brief conversation, and then it's like, oh, I remember that. It's like,
Yeah, I remember that,
Yeah.
but I would not have picked it.
I remember
'cause-
pieces of shit, but I don't pick them up.
In my young mind, in-house stuff seems so much better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
No, I
that was
get it.
one of
Yeah.
When's the last time you watched it?
like year 4.
That's
Yeah,
that's
see?
the answer. I'm okay to hear
I
that.
should
Yeah.
I should pick Spy Kids next then, Dave.
Spy
Kids
Kids
is good though.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Oh, Spy
Spy
Kids
Kids
is
is
good.
good though. I saw it as an adult.
Yeah, no,
Really?
same.
Good.
Yeah, it's
Really?
good.
Well, it came out when we were adults.
Yeah.
That's
we're
why
old.
Hillary Duff.
No,
Child?
I'm surprised that it's good.
It's Robert Rodriguez.
I don't remember anything about it.
I've
I
never
was
seen
like
it.
5 or
It's good.
something.
Yeah. No, it came out when we were adults.
Yeah.
But it's Robert Rodriguez. He knows how to make a good.
Machete is
yeah.
the uncle's
Yeah.
excellence.
It's good. Antonio Banderas is dad, and
Khan was in it too.
yeah,
You know.
he is grandpa.
So rate that movie.
Yes, let's talk about Spy
Maybe my
Kids.
problem with your movie, Dave.
It didn't age well, and you could tell the budget. So
Yeah,
the budget
yes,
was
yes,
like,
yes.
oh,
Doesn't
we
bother
only
me.
This is
have.
what we're talking about out of it.
That doesn't bother me. But mate, I thought it was supposed to be a comedy. It's not funny.
No.
It's one gag the whole movie.
Yeah.
Well, hang on,
Yeah.
hang on. You hadn't seen it since you were 4.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Yeah, it didn't. It does
Like
hold up.
Yeah, like the budget was like, oh, we only have one like soundtrack you could use for the whole entire.
Yeah,
movie.
Oh man, that was
It's like,
so
oh,
annoying.
we could do like split screen acting. And it's like, let's just exploit that every scene. You know?
Yeah, well,
like,
that's the premise of the movie. And I remember scenes. I'm like watching it. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this. I don't remember anything about the movie while I was watching it, but I'm like, oh, I remember this. I remember that. I must have seen it.
Yeah.
And I did watch all of their movies as a kid because my dad liked to.
Yeah.
And like we only had the one TV, like most people, most kids
Yeah,
did.
of course,
you know,
of course.
and so you had to just watch whatever
Yeah,
your
yeah,
parent
sure,
picked. And I did like them. They were fun, but I wouldn't have picked them as an adult to show other adults.
Last week, I had no idea what you were talking about. No idea. I'd never heard of these people, never heard of this movie, and I'm lost. And I turned it on the other night, and I was
Still
like, I
lost.
still don't know what I'm watching. Why? Okay, we were debating this before.
yeah.
It's dubbed, and I get it because it's an Italian movie, right? But I'm sure the main dudes speak in English.
They are.
They are.
yeah, but I'm saying it's their
Their
accents.
mouths are English.
Their accents would be terrible.
Their mouths are English.
Their mouths.
It's just it's a Schwarzenegger thing.
I guess.
Oh yeah, Hercules.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was.
Yeah, because it'd be their accents are terrible.
Yeah, okay, I didn't think of that. Because I was just like, why is it dubbed if they're, like, because I'm dead set, I can't see, I'm getting me squint on, and I'm like, their mouths are English. I was confused.
Yeah.
That's another shirt that we need.
Confused.
Yeah.
And at least had some, alright,
Oh,
slapsticky fights.
Yeah.
See, that's
But
what
that's
I
what they're
remember
known
most.
for.
Yeah, that's
This
what I
is so
remember
boring.
most.
That's the
most
whole.
of time.
But like their
Yeah.
other movies, that's what in their spaghetti westerns. That's what they're known for. Like the smacking on the head and the like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you,
I may have just picked the wrong
So they're
one.
just
Yeah, you
unfunny
probably-
tricks.
Well, that's what I like.
Yeah.
I have heard seen like they call me Trinity or like Not Without My Hippopotamus. Like for
Yeah,
all those
yeah.
other ones, I thought that may have been what you'd chosen, but I hadn't seen this one, and I still haven't. I watched 20 minutes of it, and there's more to life than that. So I sat on the train and didn't do anything.
I got like 50 minutes in. And I was like, man, Halo just came out.
Sends me a message last night. 5 minutes in, I want to blow up my TV. Blow up his TV, Dave. You know what you nearly did? It cost this poor boy a TV.
Yeah, there's...
I was actually shocked. I was away all week that there weren't comments in the chat about this movie.
Guys, like I knew.
I'm like, did these guys like? I'm scared to say anything because if they liked it, I don't even know if I really want to talk to them. To be honest.
All day yesterday, I just kept telling him, don't forget to watch Dave's movie. Don't forget Dave's watch movie. As we're leaving yesterday, don't forget to watch Dave. Because I was like, there's no way he's making through it.
No, and smarter there for it.
Yeah, no.
So for the 20 minutes I watched,
Yes.
I'm not giving it a number.
Okay.
I'm giving it a.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
2.
And you
Yeah,
started
like,
so
honestly.
strong. Roger Rabbit. Bloody. Idiocracy. Talladega Nights. Like.
Because there was nothing essentially terrible about it,
No,
except for
it's
everything. But like, it was just, but it wasn't. It
Enough
wasn't
said.
good.
Enough said.
Yeah, 2. 2. I have to give it a 2.
2.
I don't think I can give
Yeah,
it a
that's a
1
No.
because it's competent-ish.
Yeah, it's fine.
There's
It's
just,
2.
yeah, like nothing in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
From
yeah.
what I watched.
But it
Yeah,
didn't need to be
nothing.
made.
Nah.
What?
It didn't need to be made. Like,
I mean, it would. They were super popular
Yeah,
back
yeah.
when they came out.
And like, I get
They were
the gimmick,
they
I
were
get
big
the
stars.
gimmick. It just there
They're
was
very.
nothing
They're
to
still
it.
big in
I
Italy.
am not questioning any of what you just said. That movie didn't need to be made out of the movies that they made.
It didn't.
I mean, like,
You know what the most interesting part was the whole movie? That first meeting at the dude with the doubles. I'm like, oh, I wonder what else their doubles did. Who else they got?
That
I was interested in.
That was cool.
The rest of the movie
Especially
rubbish.
when you saw it was like Stalin was
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
them.
right, when he's like, Stalin was fake
Yeah,
and things.
and that's how all the shit went
that
down.
was
Right?
great.
That was good.
And then the movie just, yeah. I don't know what happened for the next hour. I called their drunks and uncouth.
yeah, it's just
Rubbish, Dave.
2.
Who it is.
I radiated the country.
Would you give it?
Yeah, 2.
I'm
If anybody did watch along, we sincerely apologise.
Sorry.
I'm
No,
not sorry.
you
I'm not
apologise.
sorry. No, I'm not sorry.
Jesus.
You apologise.
Guessing IMDb numbers. 7.2. Crackheads voting on IMDb. What's going on there?
Maybe the undubbed translates better.
Maybe.
Maybe there's jokes there that they didn't dub
Maybe.
from the other people because
They're
the
all-
Jews were speaking English. I tell you.
Maybe. Just before we finish up, I watched Super Crooks. I watched the first episode. So Super Crooks is a Mark Millar adaptation, full Japanese studios.
So odd.
Yeah, but first episode starts really wholesome-ishly and then escalates dramatically to mass murder. And then so intriguing from the end. So I'm really, really keen to continue watching. I watched it on my Bucks trip, so in the morning before everyone else woke up. And I put it on the Japanese subtitles, but because I was hungry, I didn't want to read. The English overdub isn't too bad, so yeah, you can give that a problem. Give that a go without a problem. So yeah, Super Crooks, give it a try. It's on Netflix.
Billiverse.
Yeah, I gotta give that a look.
This
Yes.
week's movie ticket giveaway.
Yes.
Yes, Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters Afterlife. We are giving double passes away.
Yep.
Head on over to Facebook and Instagram.
Yep. That should
For
be up
details.
about now,
Yes.
hopefully. Oh, maybe not. I might be busy tomorrow. We're in comics. It's not tomorrow. It's coming.
So after that debacle of a film flashback of Dave's, we will redeem ourselves as a group
Yes.
with a Christmas.
Yeah, we're doing a
film
Christmas movie next week.
flashback.
We won't tell you what it is. You'll find out when we watch it.
Oh.
When we tell you.
What?
What? What?
Are we telling them?
Yeah.
Well, how big?
Well,
What? How are they
not?
gonna know?
They gotta watch along.
If they
That's
want.
how the whole
No,
point
well,
of it is.
fine.
they might.
Alright. Muppets Christmas Carol. Muppets are all. Dylan hasn't seen any Muppets.
Yeah.
Have you never seen any Muppets?
I have not seen a single thing.
It's probably not the best Muppets to start with, but it
Yeah.
still
Nah,
rules.
but you get the vibe.
And it's a great movie.
I'd probably say Muppets in Manhattan, right?
Ah,
The first one.
The Muppet movie.
And if we're talking about notable mentions, Scrooge.
Yeah, I think I've watched that anyway.
But yeah, and if you haven't seen Scrooge, watch Scrooge.
Indeed.
But yeah, so
But yeah, Muppets Christmas Carol. It's on Disney Plus. So we'll talk about that next week.
Cool. Thanks for joining us. We will be back next week.
Bye.
So,